are back, day 595. I also realized that in 5 days I need to prepare a tier list for day 600. Shit. When is that? Let me check. It's another 5 days. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On Sunday. Okay, at least on Sunday. I can do it, sure. I can do something. So for now, we are back in day 595 of Honkai Star Rail. I kind of rushed off a bit yesterday, which is sad because Tingyu was like giving a heartfelt speech and I have to rush through it. I go back and rewatch it, read it, and he's just saying, Tingyu is essentially saying like, she want to get revenge back to Fantalia for stealing part of her life away, but then she say maybe instead of revenge she should just focus on getting to get back those memories that she didn't get to experience. So it's very nice. She's basically starting all over. We are essentially reintroducing her as she is and hope that she can live up to who she was, right? Great moment, 10 out of 10, right? Then we also have Alan. They say, I'm so sorry. Peppy just said on my phone. Can Peppy unlock a phone? That's a good question. I don't know why, but it seems like Peppy can. Peppy will probably be able to type after this. So who's texting me right now? Okay, we will never know. Let's continue with the story. I have done all my dailies, all the necessarily dailies that I can. Boom. And now we just continue with the main story and see where it leads us next. So this is probably where we figured just try to go and
one's hexachromatic position is always in flux.
get a dream bubble for Tingyun. Right, remember that plotline.
Welcome to the Dreamscape Sales Store. Dr. Edward at your service.
I swear, they are getting softer and softer every time I fucking put up the game. Am I crazy? Open volume mixer. Let me check whether the volume. Oh! The game was running in lower volume.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts.
I was like, so
Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Oh no, I was wondering why it's so goddamn soft. Okay, now I get it. Now it's too loud, but just bear with it.
Just that friendly reminder, being too picky would help you find the best screen. Just dampen your spirits ahead of time.
Also,
That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. And not too long ago I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfectly. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where a young swordmaster strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior Foxian sword, who just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Is-
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared for you. Thank you for your business.
How the fuck does dream bubble like?
Well,
what?
it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
How does that make as a gift? A dream bubble gifted by Ting, which record your journey on Zenso. In this dream, the real Ting never miss out on meeting you. The future is neither an initial meeting nor a reunion. We have always walked together. Yeah, but like, what the fuck does that like? That's a bit weird, no? Like that's sweet and all, but that's a weird, you know? Like, why would you give someone memory? I guess it's like I get why they want their take someone else's memory. You know, it's like a story. You're essentially like you can think of it like buying a book. So it's like, oh, I'm buying a book so I can live through the story, right? But then Ting essentially say like, oh, I write my story about myself. Here's a book about me. I guess people do that and do give their own like what's it called again? There's a term for it that completely just unable to pronounce and remember how to pronounce. What's this again? Hey. Now it is more paper, more stuff that you can see the interact with. Like this one, why not have a use button to actually give us to see the dream bubble? I still need to submit this one. This one has been in my inventory for years now. Literally years. Can I use this? Sorry, I'm going down memory lane. So this is an important aspect of me. This all will be used up. What's this? Some recording of how to fight. Gift from the fan. Okay, where we go next? We go back to the Soaring Clock Hand. That was the name again.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting Yoon to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
It's so fun. Also, now it's way too loud. Oh great, no voice acting. Let's go. You're back.
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Cienjo arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. I knew it. It's Yukong.
Long time no see,
I'm
everyone.
like, there's no way Yukong doesn't appear.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting Yun. I'm here to take you home.
You do must have a lot of catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space.
Madam Yukong,
What happened to the space we're
I
giving?
wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu.
You know?
Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
You chua?
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Join the express.
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance.
Never join the express.
Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Is that...
John Honkai.
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Moment of silence linger after that. Departure is often distinguishable from parting. Yet they are fortunate enough to something, but luck never seems to favor everyone. Now at Dream's Edge.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Speak memory. I don't know, like the previous scene with Yukong and Ting Yun killed me out a bit. Yeah, I have like a the moment they talk about the what's called the separated Ting Yun. It's just showing the childlike innocence of how she felt throughout, like especially she feels during the flying, and how she's essentially escaped the area just so that she can keep experiencing. I don't know, it just make me like sad. What's her achievement? I depart so I can return, and by returning I shall explain my departure. It's also very sad for Ting Yun, not able to basically return home and now forced to be part of the, like they say, pawn of the game. I really hope they really do well, as in like this, the whole universe really can mesh everything in by the end of this game story, because there's like so many moving elements, and I really hope every one of those elements actually have a reason for it to be used. And I just want to I don't even need it to be like a good or bad ending. They just need to be satisfying. That's all the requirement I hope and wish. A satisfying ending where everything is tied up, there's no loose end, and it's basically the experience of the journey is well worth to go through.
Didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
What? Robin? Robin? How did Robin not get voiced? What? No, this is such an important moment and they didn't get the voice. What the fuck? Like, I get it, Himiko, Duncan, okay, that's fine, right? No biggies since they're not integral to the story as of yet, right? Robin? Oh man, this will suck. It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
Name is Wanweek. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You're all the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax, ideally somewhere where I can see the stars. Before I knew it, I walked all the way here. I know this star only exists in a dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
You're very philosophical, Miss Wanwick. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
Also, I just realized the fucking there's a puzzle piece behind Robin, and it's a fucking Charmony dove. I'm like, wait a sec, I know that fucking images. Look at it! What the fuck is this thing going here?
Somewhere
What do you say? A show here?
farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Pentagon here. This thing can make things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course, you don't have to be so cautious. I should be the one seeing this dream age. All the Dreamweaver are is true master.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What made you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. You'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some...
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Is that I left something unsaid. Yeah, he left in such a hurry that I didn't even get...
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
Why don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
Wow, what a gentleman. But it's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, most people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than everyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not, because before he stand out again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intention. Where is it? We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, and even if he has to do it alone. We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we'll reunite one day, up there in the cloud. It's a lot of breathing.
I hope so.
Miss Swanwick, may I ask you a favor? There's a jigsaw puzzle here I'd like to finish before I leave. Not the job enough. If I have a dream will help, maybe I will be able to fill in the
A
missing
dream
pieces.
jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
Don't worry, if you can't find them, just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyways. I expect the first jigsaw will be part of the starry sky. As for the other piece, I hope it will symbolize wings.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this? A scroll note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
I will wait.
Whoa, it's Robin! I don't get to attend every single one of your concerts, but I watch the recordings of each of them at least once. I love all of your songs. Oh, gosh, I wish I could tell the whole world about this.
Thank you for your support. I'll keep doing my best. It's like, man, what this creature is full up to. Yo, it's a whale. I was like, what the fuck are you here?
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario.
Okay, fine.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's something in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay, let's use this one. Just before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing, staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. We have enough, let's go back. Oh my god, I cannot believe the show is good dog.
have a look.
The painting feels like a blessing and also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wing no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the star.
Soon I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
Still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. Why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't? I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes, we only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
After all that has happened, the Grand Theatre stand deserted. The man who crashed here with broken wing must learn how to walk on the land, but to do that, he must first fly towards the stars. Stop Sunday. Actually, this is the... yeah, this is correct. I don't know, I'm getting very...
I know you can hide your
emotional.
appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theatre. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity, failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living, in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister.
What the actual fuck is going on?
Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human and die as one.
Like, this is the most unnecessarily insane like plotline just for a character departure. Like, oh, what the fuck? It's great. I'm not saying it's bad. It's great. Because essentially it's essentially just a farewell for both the character Ting-Yu and the Sunday. Right? I feel like it's very obvious how they set it up. But both way of doing their own farewell is so like crazy. It's so extravagant. And I like it how it's like this is the entire main story. The main story is just to see how these two characters bid farewell. And I guess it makes sense for Sunday being the main one, since this is the Pentagon arc, right? 2.0, the whole Pentagon arc, and we are following Sunday through basically the whole entire first half of the 2.x arc.
And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say. But, as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage!
expected. The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. Doubt farewell.
Show no mercy.
This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path.
God, that's so laggy.
Let's meet all together. Engage and awaken.
Need not fade away.
I need my Sunday to I need my Jingyuan to like move one millistep faster.
Here.
Like they always make it so that Jingyuan is just behind the Sunday. Did it change because of current action value? Yeah, why is this hidden? Yes. Yes. Auto. Sure. There you go. I was like, why was that should be on by default, I feel like. It's like there's no reason for it to not be on. Ow.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is show no mercy. Sink into a dream.
I don't have skill point more. Fuck.
Doubt farewell. This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path.
Noisy.
Light. Doors echo.
Quick divination.
Heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Follow my charge. Here is thunder.
All things in the human creations. Yin and yang.
Noise is fading.
You know what's funny? That this whole plotline essentially
Yeah,
only
farewell.
No
developed
time to lose.
from that one tapestry merchant that's selling the try not to laugh challenge. It's literally
Let it be revealed.
how this whole thing came to be. Like if it weren't for that, there wouldn't be this whole story arc. Or it won't be like as this like crazy of a setup. Right?
Engage and awaken.
It's annoying.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me. This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path.
Here is
Oh, I feel like it's so badly.
noisy.
Oh, wait.
Wait for good tidings.
There's no third
Please
face.
don't bring us
Doesn't seem like there's a
victory.
third face.
Let's meet all together.
Doubt farewell.
Conflict is only noise. Show no mercy.
Bang. Survive a bit, just a bit more.
Serenity is before me.
Follow my charge.
This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path.
Here
could have saved that out one step later. Definitely could have saved that out one step
No
later.
consequence.
It's fine.
I see.
Ow.
Doors echo.
Now, farewell.
There's no time to lose. Come. Show no mercy.
Yeah.
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Book date.
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopher Wood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Sheepei turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side.
I mean, they have.
They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Makes sense.
Thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true nameless. I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
Holy shit. Holy shit, people, right? I heard people are talking about, Sunday is joining the Express. I'm like, nah. Fuck.
So this is why I brought him here.
Holy shit.
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course,
Wait.
I can't make that decision alone.
Wait, what the fuck, son? Wait, hold on, everyone, stop talking for 10 seconds. Like, what the fuck is gonna go on with the next planet then? What? Because there's zero, nada, absolutely not those cents of a chance. They will not let us not bring Sunday to the next planet if he's actually joining Express, right? No shot. They aren't doing it. Therefore, the next planet, the fucking next planet, we have the whole Express crew, the original 5, Sunday, Black Swan, which is shockingly lacking for the past few patch, and Herta. What the fuck is this 9 dude that's gonna go to the next planet? Oh, what? I'm like, and then the next planet is gonna have its own entire cast. Like, Like when we arrive in Penacony, we only have ourselves, right? We only have literally ourselves, and that's it. Every other character we meet is quote unquote local to Penacony or was met through Penacony, right? Even Akron, Sparker, Misha and whatnot, you discover in Penacony, even though they might not be from Penacony, right? Somebody tell me Sparker is gonna fucking appear anyways in the next place because we do not know where the fuck Sparker's gonna go. The Steron Hunter might have some involvement. Who the fuck knows? There ain't no way they're not gonna bring Akron when we are talking to Alicia. There's like no shot that has to come, right? So we know that the Galaxy Rangers might be involved also. The only people I know that probably won't appear or safe to be not appearing is like the Zenzo Alliance and the Belaborgian people because they are like gone. I feel like the Everflame Mansion is gonna appear sometime soon. Like why would they will tease and then they have to be relevant, right? There's no way they're gonna go for an entire patch. Not patch, like the entire year worth not coming out again, right? Who were they talking to that time when Constant was talking to one of the Penacony people? Is it Akron? No, is it? I can't remember. Is it Akron or Himiko? This is Akron, right? Or is it, no, it's Black Swan. It's Black Swan. Like Constant talked to Black Swan, no? So, and Black Swan is coming out. There's no way Constant is not gonna appear. Right? There's no way he's not gonna appear. And then we have the rest of the IPC gang. They also tease them. There's no way they're not gonna introduce another IPC member. So I'm like, what the fuck is gonna go on to the next planet? What? It just go boom. Go boom, everything's gonna go boom. Anyways, but if you didn't support this idea, you won't have brought him back. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time it's a bit different. Before making a decision, Gyarados, I want to hear what you think. By this battle, you were the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion hold the most weight.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
You always want to be in control. You disappoint many people. I don't think noble is correct. There's after what been through, like two is what actually would most likely make sense if we are seeing from the trailblazer point of view, right? Seeing how he's basically always want to be in control, hence why he's doing the whole order thing and what, hence why he's currently is and whatnot, right? Like disappoint many people. I think he only disappoint like Robin the most, right? I don't think anyone else has expectation. Sure, maybe the family, the whole family, and the rest of the family in the Pentacoli, maybe, but I don't think that is true, right? Many people is not really true. The most important person he disappoint, yes, but I think he already realized that. I just want to know what happened when we say you are always want to be in control, because you are. And even throughout this patch, we seen glimpse of how he set up mechanism to always force people to be in, to force people to let him be in control. Like the time where we all go to the carnival, right? Your perfectionist always trying to control everything, even when it comes to yourself. Although we are going to travel further into the unknown, once we leave Venago, I guess a change of pace could be will do everyone some good. That's like so wildly different from what I expect the Trailblazer to say. I agree with what you stand for. What, to make a paradise for everyone? Have some hope in humanity. You have an unrealistic idea. I don't think, especially in this world, sure, if you're talking about in real life world, Earth, a paradise for everyone, that's unrealistic. There's no shot, right? The cosmic power with fucking Aeon could lead to a place for it, but when is it a one or two, right? I understand, but yes, by saying you want to perform the paradise, you're essentially also like talking shit about humanity itself, like they need to be sorted out. They need some third party to govern them, right? And that third party normally is not for most. They will say the third party is like either the higher being or like God to have humanity in check. But I don't believe in God, and I don't believe that Aeon will give much shit of what's going on. And they are indifferent and only care about the aspect of what they truly believe in, right? So if there is a way for paradise to be exist, to people to live in harmony, sure. Is that unrealistic? Highly. But who knows? Wild shit can happen in the Star Rail universe, right? Will I expect it to happen or just be seen throughout the game? No, absolutely no. But is there hope for it to be? Could be, right? I believe there's a better way to achieve your ideal. 7 rest day may be just a metaphor, but I look forward for the day when it comes true. We can be friends. You're a worthy adversary. I don't agree with Mr. Yang. I don't say I disagree. I feel like there's a again, seeing how the Trailblaze is individualism. Listic? Is it listic is the right one? where the reason why you want to be trailblazing is up to your own reasoning. And for Mr. Yang, he see the value of him being joined, and I'm like, okay, you know what? If you believe, there's no reason why not, right? Can we ever be friends? I'm not sure. I don't see it. But have I seen him as able to be friends with me? Probably not, because I feel like our goal is very opposite, right? He want to have everything like harmonized, and everyone can live the most ideal of their own self, right? While the trailblazer or the main character tend to be more selfish-esque, right? More want to be self-centered. It's slight personality clash, but adversary will be correct. Anyhow, you've been an unforgettable adversary to me, even though I haven't been trailblazing for long. He can join the Astro Express crew. Maybe we should hear everyone else at all time. I think it has to be two. Come on.
He's just traveling with us, not an actual member of the Express crew yet. Your newbie status is untouchable.
Cause you. I'm fine with that.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Looks like we'll come to a conclusion. Remember to keep the conductor in the loop too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
Yeah, but let me try contacting Madam Hota again before we set off. She helped us look into Emphorius. Even though nothing new came out, I should be at least let her know we're leaving.
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. There might be a problem with the interterrestrial network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could happen on the Genius home stuff? Even the Animated Legion wouldn't stand a chance. For now, for all we know, Madam Hoga could become Big Hota.
No, we're still not quite there.
Man, even Arlen can't even be featured in the animated cutscene. Oh, that's a leg.
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence. I ask you this. What is divinity?
Hota is really just straight up cheating on the exam. Can we say that Hota just straight up cheated the exam? We gave her the task of solving what the fuck is that place, and you know what she go? She go ask someone else. She go ask fucking ChatGPT. Literally, what the fuck, man? What's wrong with you? Hey! Surprisingly, her name is still Ting Yun. We never ever reach a point where we have her change her name. She is still Ting Yun. most likely when she does go back to the Zenzo, she will change her name. But I don't see why wouldn't we stop calling her Tingyun, right? So it's a bit odd why is she called Fuge now.
Noise.
But that is that. I do wonder, can you actually reject Sunday from joining the Express? Because it seems like a really big part of seems like a very big part of a decision making, and almost one of the options is like very much. It's like 4 options say yes, 1 option say no. I really wonder can you actually say no. The reason why I also say this is because first of all I need to change the fucking music. It's way too fucking. It's like give me like the big sleep. Turn it off.
Good evening.
Oh, is that this? What is this song called? I always. Okay, I hear this quite a lot. It's fine. We can cross the night together not because of her brilliance, but because we know each other. The Lost Paradise have never been cast behind, it lies ahead. Yeah, I wonder, can you actually prevent Sunday to join? Also, I like this patch. You know what? It's a very different patch. It's really different, right? It's a very short patch too. I mean the storyline itself. The patch, we haven't experienced the patch, maybe this event. The story is very short. Way shorter than any even shorter than the epilogue, shorter than the Rappa story event. But I feel like it carried quite a bit of a weight. Much more weightful than even the epilogue in Penacony. I feel like the epilogue for Penacony where Sparker sent everyone to spaceship and go pew 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 pew, right? That one is good, right? It's mainly showing obviously fan service for Firefly and the main character, and showcase some funny gimmick of Sparker and the possession of the soaring clock can. And sure, right, that I see reason for that being good, for that being necessary. But this one I feel like is much more impactful. It ties up a well-rounded few loose end that were not only introduced in this patch but also in a previous patch, a previous like version, right? Keep saying patch. The mystery of Tingyun and how Sunday is, like what Sunday is gonna do, right? And now there's only a few loose sideline we still need to continue on, right? So which is insane. Like I say, there's so many stuff that's like almost leading to all of them needing to appear in the next version, which I find it impossible unless they do the same thing like okay, the first like 4 patch for Emphorius is the main story, and then the remaining like 3 or 4 patch afterward is a side story or Trailblaze continuance about the other stuff, right? How they do for Rappa, how they do for Zenzo. That could be the case, right? And that probably is the case, right? I wouldn't expect everything to collide in one singular setting. But imagine they do that though. Imagine that Amphibious Space is a whole version patch long of a story. Because this story, I'll be honest, need to be very, very good. Because it is using characters and reference from existing sources from Honkai Impact and even their previous other work like Goganzi. I think that's what it's called. So they cannot just do a repeat, right? They can just make it very cheap, repeat the storyline of what happened in Honkai Impact. I never experienced it. Again, I skipped through all the story in Honkai Impact because if I do, I would not be here today. I would still be like doing the story mode in Honkai Impact. It's so long otherwise. But they cannot repeat for those that actually do experience, right? They have to not only be as good as what it is, but beyond. It has to be much better and beyond. That not only compete with, again, the story in Honkai Impact, but also in Penacony, in Zenzo, in Bellabog, especially Bellabog ending of the Cocolia fight scene. Honest, Cocolia still the best boss fight ever. It's just one of the most adrenaline pumping fight scene to have. The Zenzo when we fight Fantalia, I feel like sure it's a big moment, right? But it's not like the whole fate of the world is rely on it, right? Even if we can't succeed, I guess that's also a reason. The reason why I feel like the Fantalia fight is not that important is because the Zenzo or the Jingyuan is taking step on it, right? You know, if the Lofu can't handle it, the rest of the alliance can take it because it doesn't have like much of the weight carry to it, right? I know if we fail, it's probably bad stuff happen, right? Sure, right? But we know that at least the other alliance, Cocolia one, if we fail, the whole planet is fucked. The Trailblaze is fucked. Everything is fucked, right? It carry much more importance. It carry much more weight, especially how the enemy is actually a very close tie to one of the friend we made, right? Being Bronia's mothers essentially, and I feel that definitely bring up much more impactful value for Penacony. It's cinematic as fuck, sure, but also confusing as fuck. When we first met Sunday, right? It's like why the fuck he become the whole theater. Amazing, right? Fight, great boss design, sure. But it is a bit jarring. Suddenly we see how he transformed into that giant machinery, right? Impactful, still pretty high for Penacony, right? Being the fate of the world, fate of the whole crew. If they fail, everyone will forever remain to sleep, right? We know the stake of it. But it's also have some sort of a more comedy-like tone to it because we're fucking railing the train to them, right? And we know after that Sunday will be okay, so it's like it's not detrimental. It's not like Sunday die, right? Unlike Cocolia where they just die. So for the next planet, they need to have some sort of the same weight value as what they do in Bellabog, right? The same storyline in both Bellabog and Penacony, right? I feel like some aspect Bellabog obviously do much better, some aspect Penacony do great, but Zenzo, sure, there's some side story that I enjoy. I just hope that everything is more well wrapped, less confusing. The one aspect of Penacony is that it's quite confusing, right? It doesn't show you the direct line because it's like they start changing. This is the patch where they version where they introduce like changing perspective. I understand why they do that. They keep stuff in mystery, cliffhanger and whatnot, but it does make it very disorientating if you're experiencing the story patch by patch and suddenly have to go through character to character point of view, right? Oh my god, so much is gonna go on. So much is gonna go on. I'm excited for the end of this patch. The end of this patch where we see the the special program, the live stream. I feel like that will be where I bring the most hype. Because right now I am excited, sure, obviously, new story, content, yes. But I do not know what to expect yet. Right? The expectation have not, I did not set it in. Right? We know all the big characters is going to be there. But we don't know what kind of story they develop. Like Pentaconi was teased to be this sort of murder mystery-esque, and it does turn out to be some sort of murder mystery-esque. Right? So I hope they, I hope they hype it up good, showcase enough relevant information but without spoiling the whole thing. I'm sure they can do it. For now, we are finished 2.7 story, and hence tomorrow onward we will try to focus on finishing the end game. The end game stuff, so all the sorry, keep pressing the wrong button. So I was very emotional this patch. The real time, I was like, oh my god, I'm sniffling, I'm like snorting everywhere. I have to finish this. I need to figure out how the fuck to finish this. I have 12 days to do it, and I need to do it fast. After that, I also need to clear the MOC and AS and do this week Divergent Universe. After all this set and done, then we might be able to start the whole new parlor or party car. I guess that's what they call. So, yippee! For now, thanks so much for coming by. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.